Well, my friends, we're back again. Okay, so, Honora wanted me to talk to her in her room, if I knew where that was. Honora's room. Right over here. There she is.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
I agree. You'll have my support in the landsmeet.
That is good to hear. So we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
What do you think about marrying Alistair?
I try not to. Ignoring that the man looks so much like Cailan, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Cailan as well. But it is true that Alistair has Therin blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I think I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
I'll speak to him then.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, we're not going to go through with this. We're just going to put Alistair on the throne. Honora is not of King Merrick's blood, so we're not going to let him. We're not going to let her become the queen. We're going to let Alistair become king.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
I think you'd be a great king, Alistair.
Really? Whatever will give you that idea?
You have a kind heart and a strong sense of justice.
Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
I think you should marry Honora.
Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy.
I think this is the best compromise for peace.
Yes, I suppose you're right. The landsmeet will probably see that too. Go ahead then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Alright, Alistair approves. Okay, Honora, he's agreed to. Yet we're not gonna go through with it. Honora.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
He's agreed to your terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Cailan's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Marry Alistair and you have my support.
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. That, I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else
Do
you
you need
needed from me?
anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Okay. Well, we got our support. Now we must go deal with the problems at the alienage, and also comes to dealing with the that person that would allow us to. We need to talk to his father in order to get
Yes.
his vote in the landsmeet.
Indeed.
Oh yes.
So, you and Branka were really married?
You ever been married?
Of course not. I was raised in the Chantry.
Magic exists. The hardest stone can find.
And after much sweat, blood, and...
Yeah, blah blah blah. Who cares? Alright.
Politicar, accursed ones.
Let's see. Quests. Torture Noble.
We shall find no rest in this world or beyond.
He's either in the Pearl or the Guadnoble Tavern. And judging by the word noble, I'm guessing he's in the tavern. So where is that? Right here.
Be careful
You
with
again.
that package, you lazy slut.
You're back. You... Oh, yes.
I need a new weapon. Oathkeeper's getting too old. If I find a good sword or another one, I'll go back to camp, put some enchanting in there, and then we'll see.
Have you heard the news about how? Everyone in the...
Here we go.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. My son described you in great detail. He tells me that I owe you his life.
I would leave no man to suffer at Arl Howe's hands.
When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish Howe still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
All I want is for you to speak out against Logain.
Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I'm taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River, Benorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Alright.
How fares your brother?
May I help you?
I was asked to give this to you.
This is Ermenric's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head.
You might ask Logain.
Logain? What does my brother have to do with him?
He's in the dungeon of the Arl of Denerim's estate.
A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. Take this with my thanks. It has been in my family since the War of Crowns, crafted for us by the Circle of Magi. An heirloom is a small thing compared to my brother's life. I will have to speak with the Grand Cleric about this, and soon.
Looks like we have her approval. Alright. So now let us go deal with the problems of the alienage. Oh yeah, we need to stop by Genetivi's house and see if he can offer us something for getting the Urn of Sacred Ashes to Arleman.
If it isn't the champion who succeeded in the quest for the Sacred Urn, I had not expected to see you so soon. I've written to the Chantry, telling them of your adventures. They are interested in having me lead an expedition. What do you think of that? I'm quite excited.
That's great news, Brother Genetivi.
You made this all possible. I could never thank you quite enough, but I'm certainly going to try. Here, take this reward. I want you to have it. It will certainly do more good in your hands than lying around in this dusty house, eh? And the Arl is in Denerim for the landsmeet? I was relieved to hear that he is alive and well. It really is a miracle. And now, if you will excuse me, I have so much to prepare for. I wish Waylin was here to see all this.
Thank you. I cannot reach that amount of strength. That's... Let's see. How about you? You take this. Don't take this. You can have my Oathkeeper. Okay, I can't take it anymore. I want my Oathkeeper back. I'm going back to the camp. I will never abandon you ever again. Until I find a good sword. Bodon.
If there's anything I can do...
Just let me see what you got. I don't really need any more armor. Gave all my stuff away. See if we can find any good runes. Fire damage, cold. 4, 3. Against Darkspawn, I'll take that. Alright, enough of lightning.
Enchantment?
Enchanting. Alright. For Liliana, you can have my old one. And there. Vrasala. Take that one.
Yes.
Indeed.
Back to dinner room. Besides, we're gonna need a lot of damage against the Darkspawn, right? I mean, the Blight is coming, and we're gonna need a lot of help. There's the Darkspawn, and I got a rune that can actually get rid of it. Alright, so we'll deal with the alienage in the next part.